back in the oven for another 100 days of Cookie Run Kingdom. Our goal, reach Grandmasters as free to play. Hopefully this time I don't get burnt out. If you're new here, I recommend checking out my 100 days and 200 days videos. Now, follow me on my journey to becoming the #1 freshly baked free-to-play cookie straight out the oven on my next 100 days cookie run video. What up, big dogs? Common Cookie clocking in for another YouTube video. Today we are diving deep into the Common Cookie's recent arena strategy and the crazy amounts of crystals I've spent this season. So buckle up because these numbers might just shock ya. So here's the deal. I started the season with a whopping 120,000 crystals, but I had one goal. I was going to use these crystals to attempt to reach Grandmasters. My strategy, spend as many crystals as possible each and every single day on the hunt for some easy trophies. Fast forwarding to the end of the season, one more hour to go. I got 15,000 crystals left. So holy cow, I went on a shopping spree here. But let me not get too far ahead of myself. Let's dive into the video and highlight this season of Kingdom Arena Tides of Change #1. Breaking down this season in a nice easy pie chart, I have to say 80% of my fights honestly netted me like 1 to 2 positive trophies, while 10% netted me around 12 trophies. That's because I fought opponents, I won the fight, and they had around the same trophy count as I did. And then the last 10%, well, those were bait teams, and yeah, we're not gonna talk about those bait teams. I do take the bait on occasion, and well, that's when I lose the trophies. So overall, this season, my strategy was to go for easy fights that I know I could secure the win on. I didn't really want to spend all my crystals and also risk losing the trophies on top of that. So it's safe to say 90% of my battles this season were successful when it comes to my attacking team. So it was 100% a slow crawl up the leaderboards, and it required tons of patience, time, and dedication. And I know some of you are asking yourself, wow, this Common Cookie had 120,000 crystals at the beginning of the season. Now he's got 15,000. Where did it all go? So breaking down the crystal math here just a little bit, there's 30 refreshes possible each day, and each refresh, it costs 300 crystals. So what a refresh does is it lets you to reset your 5 opponents when you are on the attack. So each and every day you get 30 of those. It totals 9,000 crystals per day. That's the maximum you could do on the hunt. And in a 30-day season, that's, if you were to do every single day, that's 270,000 crystals that you are allowed to just sink into the arena refreshes. I know, that is insane. Talk about a crystal sink for a free-to-play player. I mean, that's been my thing, right? If you've been watching the other videos. Here's the kicker, though. I mainly went ham on the refreshes in the last week specifically of Arena. So I spent around 63,000 crystals without a doubt in the last 7 days. I did track that. Before the last week, on occasion, I would maximize and use all my 30 refreshes throughout the day. But I really wanted to make sure last week I am going to make sure to use all my refreshes. So I was spending big time crystals each and every single day. Now here comes the end of the season. It's the last day. I got 1 hour to go. All right, I was able to hit Elite 1 this season 2 or 3 times. So the strategy of spending the crystals it did allow me to hit my all-time best, because I always finish in Elite 2 and Elite 3. So I was able to finish, or I was able to hit Elite 1. That is a fact. But looking back, looking at how many crystals I spent this season, I need to reprioritize my arena strategy. Despite all the crystal spending and still ending with the elite rank, it is just, it's not worth it. It is not worth it in my opinion. I'd rather spend those crystals in the gacha system and try to maximize my core cookies. I think going for the lucky RNG pulls in the gacha, I think would be more beneficial for my overall account compared to going for the RNG opponent refreshes, right? Because sometimes I would refresh for 300 crystals, and out of the 5, there's only one easy win. So that one easy win, it might be 1 trophy, or it might be 12 or 14 trophies, right? So I think the RNG, when it comes to the risk versus reward for spending the actual crystals, that it takes a while. It took me like 2 months to rack up 120,000 crystals. So it didn't happen overnight. As you know, I am free to play. I have not spent $1 on this game yet. I do spend a hell of a lot of time. On average, I look at my my iPad battery percentage. On average, I spend like 12 hours, maybe 14 hours a day just looking at Cookie Run Kingdom and waiting for the 30-minute timer to refresh. So I'm spending a hell of a lot of time in this game, but no money yet. So what do I think? Was my strategy work? What was spending all my crystals worth this season? If I would have hit Grandmaster, sure. Would I have done it again? Probably not. Regardless, just looking back, I need to save up these crystals, and I think money or crystals would be better spent in the gacha and making sure all my treasures are leveled up to level 12 and just overall kingdom improvements. So I kind of wanted to open up this video, this topic, because I do know I started the channel with Arena in mind, and a lot of people have been watching the progression of me as a Cookie Run content creator in my overall account. Now, I also did drop the cookies and like the toppings and all that good stuff that I'm rocking. I did show that in the video as well. So always feel free to let me know. I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking to seek advice, and I have been nothing but thankful for everybody who has taken their time throughout the last 4 to 5 months to like really sit there and try to help this common cookie out. I mean, there's just so much knowledge out there when it comes to YouTube videos, when it comes to Reddit, when it comes to twitter.com, when it comes to the YouTube comments, discords. I'm in the Cookie Run Kingdom Discord. Like, there's just so much Cookie Run Kingdom knowledge that I am still playing catch up. But this season, it's been one of my best seasons yet. You know, I got to Elite 1. I met a couple cookies as well. I finally met PFPB, the #1 person on the overall leaderboard. I met Dream KT, I think is his name, off the top of the head. But it's been one hell of a season. So that's gonna be it for me for now. This common cookie, we are out, baby. By the way, as I was recording this video towards the end, I got 12 minutes left. Listen, Elite 2. Tomato, all right? What I really wanted to share is that on the final day of Arena, your boy got burning spice, baby. Oh, look at that power. Look at this. Look at this biscuit, by the way. All crit up the line with fire damage. So I am feeling good. I am looking good. I cannot believe that I finally get Burning Spice on the very last day of this season. Regardless, hey, this cookie is happy. I just had to throw it in the video as I was editing this. I got the Burning Spice. I was like, oh, let's go. So that's gonna be it. This time I am really out. See you next video. Common Cookie out. What up, Common Cookie? Clocking in for another YouTube video. How's it going, everybody? Shout out to the day one. Shout out to everybody who has been subscribing, commenting, and just overall interacting with what the Common Cookies got going on out here, baby. So going into today's video, just want to do like a little review of everything that's going on. I'm also kind of testing out how a live setup might look like, question mark, as you might have seen the community post not too long ago. We are invited to a creator tournament where I'll have the opportunity to verse other content creators within Cookie Run Kingdom, and a little TLDR for that event, details still being sorted out, of course. The event is going to consist of every creator having a fresh brand new account, and I'm guessing when you get a brand new account, your account also gets like 300 pulls. So what all the creators are going to do, we're going to each pull on the brand new account, see what cookies we get, and depending on what cookies we get, I guess you make a team and then you battle each other. So those battles are going to consist of just whatever you pulled, no toppings, no biscuits, just level 1 cookies and some fresh RNG. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it. But getting into today, by the way, if you're not doing these daily every 4 hours, I believe, quests to get these chests, you are absolutely throwing. Look at that, boom! Holy cow, just got 3 of those right there. I think that's all I needed, honestly. Yeah, baby! If you're not doing this, you are missing out, because you get some really good rewards from those daily chests. As you can see right here, my burning spice, baby. Let's go. I've been using burning spice like a madman lately, and as a free-to-play player, you need every single soul stone you can get here. So usually you get those from the Gacha of Fate, or like I said, in those chests right there. So yeah, let's see what's happening here. So by the way, on my other free-to-play account, Elite 3. So I might actually be prioritizing that account a little more moving forward in the future. When it comes to this one, I've been in Elite 2 now for a couple days, which is good, because honestly, the last couple seasons I would hit Elite 2, go to sleep, next morning Elite 3. Hasn't been the case here so far. So that's good news. That means I am pretty much in a good position when it comes to being in Elite 2, and hopefully within shooting range of Elite 1, right? And then when you get into Elite 1, hopefully you'll be hard stuck in a good spot there, and you can easily continue to climb up. So Grandmaster, free to play, is it doable? Yes, I still think it's doable. It just takes a lot of time. And if you've seen my last video where I spent 100,000 crystals last season, yes, I spent a ton of crystals. Huge regrets at the end of the day. I realized like that is just not the way. Obviously right now I'm spending some crystals because I'm recording this video, but now I don't even touch it. Don't even touch it. Just take smart fights that I know I can win, and try to win those engagements, right? I try to win those engagements and just slow and steady. You still got 14 days to go here, and we are just cruising. We are just cruising on along here. Let's see if I get lucky here on one more. Let's go for this one. Why not? So we're just cruising here this season. So things are looking at as the Common Cookie. We're out here with Burning Spice. Burning Spice completely shifting my personal theme here. I've had a lot more success rate. I was also able to. Oh, hold up. My Mystic is dead here. What's happening here? Are you? Oh no. Big damage. It's up the Burning Spice here. The 1v3 Burning Spice. Come on, clutch it out. Not like this. No. Oh, one last. Holy cow. Yeah, let's go. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Burning Spice, clutching it out. Holy cow. Wow. Let's see the damage on this one here. This other team absolutely throwing there with that cheese up in the front line. Honestly, They would have had me if they would have had a cream ferret, without a doubt. Big damage. Wow. What I was saying though is the what a good fight that was. Burning Spice completely revamping my overall team and just the strategy. I was able with Burning Spice to actually finally get to level 100 in the cake tower, so I got tons of XPs to use here. Another thing is the chaos cake piece, so super underrated. You know, if you already know about this, cool, I appreciate you, but I know a lot of people on my channel are also returning players and new players. This is something that I have been sleeping on for a long time. The cake tower, all right? You need those pieces to level it up, but look at this. It goes all the way up to level 70, and look at this. HP increase. So every time you level it up, all of your cookies get an increased health buff, pretty much. It just goes to the pool. So I have been like a madman trying to grind out these cake pieces to update this tower. I guarantee you a lot of the paid players, they have this tower to level 70, and a lot of the Grandmasters, I mean, it might be a requirement, honestly, to have that to level 70 to be successful in Grandmaster. So yeah, I've been doing that one. I don't know why I haven't been looking at that at all. And there's a couple other things in the game too that are very similar to that aspect, where if you're sleeping on it, you're honestly throwing at that point. And especially like I mentioned in my last video with the 100,000 crystals, I have been throwing because every day I play Cookie Run and I'm always locked in on the arena screen, and I really neglect the other aspects of the kingdom, unfortunately, because I just thought that was the way, right? Focus on the rerolls, focus on the refreshes, and see what you can get. But you want to be updating all this stuff in the Sugar Gnome laboratory. Like all this stuff helps you, honestly, when it comes to arena. Look at this, increased attack for all range cookies, like Win Archer. This is what Win Archer dreams of, honestly. So all cookies attack bonus, like where have I been? Like you can see I've been leveling up now here, but this is also like another thing that I guarantee you, without a doubt, these top players in Grandmasters, they got this maxed out, you know? And if you aren't concentrating on this aspect of the game, you are throwing. So hopefully this is a reminder to those newer players or people returning to the game, but you need to be focusing on the Sugar Gnome laboratory. Yeah, it's a slugfest. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to really grind these pieces out and all that other good stuff, but it's gonna be worth it, you know? And when it comes to being a free-to-play player, it's not about overnight success. It's about working hard for it, and eventually, over time, with that dedication, you'll have everything needed to be successful and hopefully reach Grandmasters. Ooh, should I get this? I don't really use Frost Screen though. Screw it, let's go for it. I try to pick up these soul stones as much as possible when it does refresh there. I spend this, I don't really save up these. I just spend them because I need it. But yeah, like I said, time, dedication, eventually you'll be there. And there's just so many aspects of the game that you honestly just need to click around, and hopefully it clicks in your mind as well. You know, I know we got little cookie brains out here fresh out the oven, but it's all about just investigating and exploring and trying to learn the game a little more. So right here, the jelly trains, that has been like my kryptonite though, by the way. All these quests and missions that you need the jelly train to do, it is that is the most challenging, honestly, when it comes to these missions, is the jelly trains. The jelly trains are just so hard. See, look at this, send 10 bear jelly trains, 6 out of 10 here. Very close, but I'll be there eventually. So focus on these missions as well. Even if you got the golden cheese, legendary or whatever, immortal, still roll, you know, still focus on it, because these are limited time events, and I don't know, you know, once they're gone, they might be gone. So I guess all in all, you know, I went into this video just kind of thinking like, hey, maybe some of my viewers want a little update on the account, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of turned into like tips and tricks for newer players that I wish I would have known when I first started playing, because now, like I mentioned, on my new account, my secondary free-to-play account, I know these tips and tricks, and now I'm implementing those tips and tricks right off the rip, right away, and I'm already in Elite 3 on that account that's maybe a month old, right? And I know people in the comments are like, man, I've been playing for like a year and I can't even hit Elite 3. So hopefully, as a new player clicking on this video, I gave you some homework. I gave you some homework to focus on here. So that's gonna be it for me though. Just casual, kind of testing out the setup. So if I was to live stream, how that would look. But also tips and tricks for my cookie homies out there. So that's gonna be it for me. Common Cookie out, baby. What up? It's the Common Cookie clocking in for another Cookie Run Kingdom Arena video. You already know what time it is. Drop that subscription down below. Hit the likes. Bada bang, bada boom. This cookie fresh out the oven. So hopefully everybody is having a pretty swell week here. And quick little video, you know, honestly, I've been playing Arena. You guys, you know me by now. Everybody knows me by now. This cookie is straight grinded. 12 I don't know if I should be ashamed of it, but 12 to 14 hours a day of screen time out here playing Cookie Run Kingdom. And obviously most of that time is spent in the arena out here. So I've started to realize though, the whole point of this video, Dark Cacao no longer meta. I'm calling it right now. Dark Cacao is no longer meta, and a tear drops from my eye. I'm starting to cry out here because this has been a cookie that I know I was grinding for a very long time. This has been a cookie that has helped me multiple seasons out here become Elite 3, Elite 2, and just gather so many crystals. And well, I'm pouring one out for my big dog. I'm pouring one out. And reason I'm saying this is because obviously you see me in my team comp no longer running Dark Cacao, and I'm doing just fine. I think with the golden cheese now being awakened, instantly replacing Dark Cacao in the front line, especially with the burning spice, there's honestly no need. And if we go here, we go look at who's running what in Elite, you see there is some Dark Cacao still up there, but I think it's just people holding on to the fact that this cookie was a staple in the meta for so long, and they just don't want to throw in the towel yet. Because if you can see, most of the people not rocking the Dark Cacao, most of the people rocking the Dark Cacao aren't really using the golden cheese yet, right? So if we look at the top Grandmasters, so you got Cream Ferret. If I had to assume, those hidden cookies are going to be Mystic Flower. And if you don't believe me, I'm sure the top arena players who do make content as well, they're grinding out here with Cream Ferret and Mystic Flower. I mean, Mystic Flower is still such a strong cookie. And scrolling down a little more, I mean, we're already at top 20 in the entire server. We're seeing Burning Spice. We're seeing Golden Cheese. I know there's some cookies that are hidden, but I guarantee you those are not Dark Cacao cookies hidden. I have to just go with my gut here, right? Because this one cookie right here, probably Mystic. These are probably all Mystic cookies hidden. I would be extremely surprised if they're Dark Cacao. Obviously, you'll see some Dark Cacao sprinkled in the mix, and it's just, in my opinion, people holding on to the good old days. You know, what used to be no longer is. And like I said, I love Dark Cacao. Dark Cacao has helped me so much in Arena, but I think it is just time. It is time to just send that cookie to the pasture. At least when we're talking about Arena out here. And even on my secondary account, you know, I was rocking Dark Cacao, recently got awakened. but it's not hitting like it used to. So really curious to see, I guess the whole point of this video, curious to see what do you think, because I know a lot of people watching my videos, they do play arena. They are somewhat the newer player, the returning player. We might have some pros sprinkled in the mix, you know, with maxed out accounts, but for the most part, reading the comments, a lot of people, they're similar to me. They're similar to this common cookie. They're free to play. They're out here just having a good time, so their accounts are not maxed. But I'm curious, do you see Dark Cacao no longer being a staple within the meta for Kingdom Arena? That is my question for you. That is my question for you. By the way, while I'm waiting, now, just throwing this out there, while I'm waiting for my 30 minutes because I'm free to play, I've been playing some Pokemon TCG. Anybody out there been playing that Pokemon TCG? This common cookie's out here. Gotta catch them all. Like I'm trying to catch all the cookies. Now I'm trying to catch all the Pokemon. So game's been pretty fun to kind of fill in the gaps between the 30 minutes here. But yeah, just looking around. Let's check out some other things here on my other accounts. And I am fully committing all of my resources right here. I'm using all my guaranteed attunements, little pastry knives right now to really try to catch up when it comes to these biscuits out here. And you know, still rolling the gacha, gonna be prioritizing the golden cheese, trying to get that sucker level up as much as possible, especially right now with all the events going on. Like I mentioned in my last video, we got the turmeric boar oink events. You can do that. There's some cookie cutters in there. There's a guaranteed level 70 for you. I would definitely recommend grinding that. Besides that, I mean, that's pretty much the only solid reward in that event. But the beast raid, 4 more days to go on the beast raid. So the beast raid, that one has the legendary biscuits, right? The burning spice earth biscuit and the burning spice fire biscuit. You want to make sure to at least get that while you can, because that beast raid is not going to be in play for much longer. And then going back to the shop, this is something that is really underrated. But when you go to the event shop, you do have the ability to buy some really crucial items for crystals. And that has been something that I've been doing a lot lately, especially, for example, going back to my golden cheese, I needed the radiant cheese toppings, which are super clutch for the golden cheese. So that is going to be in the event shop. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, quick, down and dirty, straight out the oven. You know, this video, my initial thoughts, I'm still kind of testing out how like a live stream setup will look like. So I appreciate everybody tuning into these videos while I am kind of honing in my process here as a content creator. Still looking forward to the event coming up with the other creators. That is still yet to be decided when it comes to the dates, but I'm in a group chat with all those big homies and they are hard at work planning it. So that's gonna be it for me. Common cookie out, baby. Let's see, put your money where your mouth is out here. So let's see, burning spice on the opponent's team. They got the mystic, they got the wind archer, and they got the cream ferret, the yada yada. And then the front lines, of course, financier. So let's see, right off the rip, I am getting my butt kicked right here. I am eating my words. Dark Cacao is showing up right now, really giving it to my team. Egg, I see you, Egg. All right, you're going down. Nice little stun right there. Dark Cacao still is alive, getting healed up. Got the shield in the front lines. Financier also put in a ton of work, but here comes my golden cheese with the big kaboom from the sky. There goes Mystic Flower down and out. From my side, only 10% more on the opponent's side. My burning spice, we got this in the bag, baby. We got this in the bag, baby. Let's go. Now, not going to get many trophies for that one. Can't really say it was a fair fight, but a win is a win, baby. Holy cow, I got a crystals problem. I'm telling you, I started the season with at least 60,000 crystals. I've been saving up for a Christmas gift, but your boy, Common Cookie, ends up rolling the refreshes in Arena, even though I probably made about 2 videos at this point about why you should not roll the refresh in Arena with crystals. I'm still out here doing it. I'm addicted. I'm addicted because I'm out here. I'm an arena grinder, all right? The free-to-play arena grind, that is my middle name, all right? I don't even know another YouTuber out there who has been grinding like the Common Cookie that is free to play. So I've been spending my crystals and they're all gone. Let me get some crystals. Hey, share some crystals, all right? Let me get some. But all jokes aside, like, man, what another season. So that's gonna conclude this season of Tides of Change 2 in Arena Kingdom. And once again, Elite 2. Elite 2. Oh no, real quick, shout out to the dojo, the guild out here, because these cookies have been grinding. Talking about some grinders, it's been pretty active. Everybody's been participating in the guild battles, and all around people are just showing up, having a good time, and keeping the conversation going. So shout out to the dojo right there. But let's get into today's arena video. Camellia Cookie, by the way, in the Ink Gacha. I was pumped up that we were going to get 3 new cookies to roll here. And out of the 3, I was really thinking Camellia with their moveset might have been like a new addition almost to the arena season, or at least the later half of the season. Yeah, not going to happen. So I was kind of reading some comments as well that I didn't really think about, but the 3 new cookies, they are from the Chinese version of Cookie Run Kingdom, and that version, these cookies have been out for a hot minute now, right? So what essentially happened is they released 3 older cookies into the current meta that we're experiencing right now, with like all the awakened cookies and all that stuff, right? So it's like the 3 new cookies, just they can't match, you know, straight out the oven. They don't even have the ability to contend with what we're seeing right now in Arena, and just how boosted these cookies are. You know, talk about power creep in the development cycle. Like it's night and day between the 3 cookies that we just got and like the new cookies that we're getting now, like Burning Spice and Wind Archer. Like if you were to 1v1 them, the newer cookies are gonna win 10 out of 10 times, just because their movesets are a lot stronger and more tailored towards like PvP almost, I want to say. When back in the day, when these 3 cookies released in the Chinese version, sure, they were strong, right? But releasing an outdated cookie in today's version, not the play. It would have been cool if they would have like changed up their moves maybe a little bit, maybe gave them like a buff almost, like just boosted them up as well, right? Maybe some magic candies or whatever to help them, right? But that wasn't the case. They kind of just released them. It was already done. It was on the back burner, and well, unfortunately, we're probably not going to see those in the meta. But going to, that was my tangent for that, by the way. Going to this season, I definitely tried some new things out. I didn't really have like one team for the whole season. I actually started to incorporate Icicle Yeti here once again. I really prioritized Icicle Yeti here this time in the front lines for the heals. And another thing that I did for Icicle Yeti is the toppings. I made sure to have all attack toppings because the healing for Icicle is 13% of attack every 1 second for 10 seconds. And honestly, I'm not so much of a new player anymore in Cookie Run Kingdom. I'm still fairly new compared to like the landscape and how long the game's been out and like the OG creators or whatnot. So I would say my account is like in the middle of that. I have gained some knowledge, but one thing that I want to start stressing is you gotta read. You gotta read, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times I look at the rankings and I watch maybe other videos and I just see what they're using and I use it as well. I don't really know why I'm using it. I just know that's the meta cookie, that's the strong cookie, so you gotta use it. So honestly, just read. And the reason I'm saying this is because Icicle Yeti, when I did use them in the past, I had the cooldown toppings on them, not knowing that they actually benefit from the attack toppings when it comes to the healing power. And when it comes to some of my squads this season, Icicle Yeti was my healer. I got rid of Mystic, I got rid of Ferret, and I was rocking all types of things. I was rocking the double archer combo. I had Wind Archer, I had the immortal golden cheese on deck. So I was just going at it this season. And honestly, just looking at this season as a whole, Mystic Flower Cookie, I'm not sure what exactly happened, but Mystic Flower Cookie, I feel like, and this one's gonna hurt me because I spent at least 3 months grinding for this cookie, by the way. Mystic Flower Cookie, the beast cookie, I feel like overnight just something happened and Mystic Flower Cookie honestly hasn't been pulling their weight on the team. They get killed first, I want to say, most of the time compared to my other cookies, fairly early on. And right out the gate, Mystic gets KO'd, and there goes my healer, right? Like, there's a useless cookie in the back line that's already done, leaving me in a 4v5 situation. So I started second guessing, like, Mystic Flower, should I use them? Got rid of them, honestly, for most of the season. I was going back and forth with Financier Cookie because I have used a lot of time, resources to max out that cookie. Still have some magic candies to go here. Only level 25 when it comes to that, but when it comes to the, like, ascends and all that stuff, highest grade has been reached. So definitely proud of Financier, and I got the cool skin to go with it as well. So yeah, so Financier, kind of going back and forth. I am trying in the back lines to, not the back lines, but the back burner, trying to prioritize Wildberry Cookie, trying to do the same thing, because as a free-to-play player, I've noticed that you can max out Financier, it just takes time, and you can also max out Wildberry Cookie. So Wildberry Cookie, trying to max homie out as well. Not quite there yet when it comes to the ascends, but have been slowly grinding the magic candies as well, because I've gotten my cookie butt kicked a couple times now with a Wildberry Cookie. And honestly, that's a cookie that I just want to play because homie's a big vibe. Homie is a big vibe. Another cookie I was swapping out here this season, Dark Cacao. Oh, I spent so much time leveling this cookie up, grinding this cookie. When Burning Spice released, Burning Spice pretty much just like threw everything I used to know about the meta out the window. Burning Spice is just such a powerhouse of a cookie. Right now, my Burning Spice is at 500,000 power. Can't really level her up anymore. I can keep promoting them, but those soul stones, it's a slugfest to get those soul stones, I'm not gonna lie. So Burning Spice, I definitely do not see going anywhere anytime soon. Burning Spice gonna be meta for some time. Wind Archer, another cookie I kind of flexed out here and there. When it comes to my cookies as a whole and like how much power they have, Wind Archer is actually my third most powerful cookie, with golden cheese right ahead of them. So if I had to prioritize like an archer cookie, I would throw the cheese up first. So I'm a little sad that I haven't really used Stormbringer in a hot minute. Stormbringer cookie was the first like major cookie to release when I started playing this game, and I honestly like have a bond with Stormbringer. Stormbringer is a vibe as well, kind of like Wildberry. So hopefully I can kind of prioritize Stormbringer and start to use them a little more in my rotation. But yeah, that has been my my tides have changed too. Kingdom Arena currently tallying up right now, but I'm going to finish Elite 2. So that means I will be getting at least 25k crystals back in the bank. Definitely not as much as I spent this season, but I'm a spender. All right, I spend my free crystals. All right. One other thing that I did spend my crystals on is well, I bought a lot of chupacabras or whatever the heck those things are called. Capybara. That's a chupacabra. Capybara. So I had to get the capybara new decoration out here. So yeah, honestly, that was my season out here, and of course got some fights going on. Was a good season. So shout out to all the cookies though, honestly, like just looking back at the journey so far, shout out to all the cookies who have been watching the content, have been commenting, having conversations with me, liking the stuff, and of course like the new cookies and returning cookies who have been subscribing to the channel. We've been growing, you know, we've been having a good time. Views have been consistent. I know some of my videos this last arena season have not particularly been focused on the arena, but I've been trying to like expand my ideas. Like if I have an idea, I just make a video and I just see what happens, you know. I let it cook. I let it cook out there. But just having a good time, you know, trying to create just a good experience for everybody out there. I mean, that's my goal. Just walk away after watching a video with some positive vibes, honestly. So that's gonna be it for this common cookie, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you. All right, shout out to you. Let me know down in the comments, where did you finish in this arena season? And until next time, common cookie out. So I've been playing Cookie Run Kingdom for about 7 months now, and each season in Arena, the PvP game mode, I've found some good success. The thing is, I get hard stuck on Elite 3 or Elite 2. So this had me wondering, is it because I'm free to play or simply just a trash cookie? You know what? I decided to contact the pros on the matter. So I got in touch with Mr. PPFB. This cookie has finished multiple seasons in the #1 spot on the Grandmaster scale and has seen the shifts of the metas throughout the years. So hopefully with this professional arena player's help, this common cookie can level up my arena skills. Ladies and gentlemen, cookies of all shapes and sizes, let's get into today's video. You mind me asking you like a personal question about how much money you spent on the game? Or is that too deep?
Well, it's a lot, but in my currency, which is Singapore dollars, like for every cookie, for every ancient and above cookie, is maybe around $1,000 to $2,000 already, which is divided by 1.3 for USD.
So you spend around $1,000 to optimize a cookie?
Oh no, just to get it to full ascensions.
Holy cow, and that's not even, oh wow. So
if you want to count how much I spent on Radiant Dough, it's like every source of Radiant Dough I will get it. So it's even more than that.
Wow. I mean, I guess it costs to be the boss, I guess. Holy cow.
My rule of thumb is that I will only hit people who have around 100 trophies less than me. Because what determines how many trophies you gain or lose, whether you, at the end of the battle, is basically what's the trophy differential between you and your opponent. So let's say you're fighting someone who has 200 more trophies than you. If you win, you'll win a lot more trophies. If you lose, you'll lose a lot less. So even though they may have higher power and all, I think it's still worth the risk to only target people who have higher trophies than you. Not about their power or anything. It's
always a trophy count. Always a trophy count. So it's all about the rotation coming out the gate swinging essentially here.
Yes. So one of the most important thing is rotations. I can get more in-depth into this after we settle the rotations. Yeah,
there's a whole other topic. I mean, it's crazy, right? For me, like I said, I just kind of get the meta cookies and throw them in there, and you know, I've been able to stay in Elite too because of it. But like I said, I just can't get past it. So I'm really curious if this help from you, the pro coach here.
Now your rotation will be more optimized. It will be dark cacao into burning spice, into golden cheese, wind archer, and snapdragon. Okay, so let me explain to you why I like to run crit toppings on wind archer instead. Basically, in your team, everyone is very exposed. They don't really have much defensive tools to work with, especially wind archer and dark cacao. The more important one is wind archer. We want to keep alive because he does a lot of DPS. So we will want to put the focus on your two cookies with actual defensive skills in their kit, and that is burning spice has the invulnerability of 6 seconds when he's about to die, and golden cheese has the sarcophagus, which gives her a revive and procs the vow. So with that in mind, we want golden cheese to die first, followed by the enemy team targeting burning spice, so that your wind archer will be the most well protected in the team.
Yeah, and keep doing damage. All right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So the idea behind having crit toppings on wind archer is that wind archer will now have a lower attack stat than golden cheese and burning spice. So your enemy golden cheese will target your golden cheese and burning spice instead of your wind archer. You following?
Yeah, yeah. We want wind archer to kind of be like underneath the radar a little bit for the enemy team.
Yes.
That way
So
he
it's
can keep
perfect
putting the damage.
Basically, in my log, I'm earning like passive income.
No, I get it.
sense.
Yeah, your trophies. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are constantly losing to me, and the very rare few that win me, it will be important information for me to know what I should avoid.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so that's actually smart then. So you use your defense as the indicator to know what teams you can beat here. And if you lose on the defense, then obviously you don't want to attack that team if you run into them in the wild. So that's
I've sent
that's
you
great.
like,
All right,
why
the
not?
coach told me to try it. The coach told me to try it. I'm gonna speed it up. You want me to speed it up, or you want to see what happens? We're looking. Oh, can I close? We're getting some good damage.
Yeah, good. Golden cheese dies first.
Golden cheese
That's what we're
dies.
looking for.
Ah, but now I'm getting shredded now. Their burning spice is putting in some good damage. We're still alive. Here comes Icicle Yeti. In the back line. Massive damage coming out. This is when things start to get sweaty.
I think we win this.
This is close. Their burning spice is still in the front. There we go.
Yep, we win.
All right, so Mr. PPFB, shout out to you, the professional out here. Before we kind of get into this, I want people to kind of know like why you should be my coach, honestly, right? Because you've been playing for a good amount of time, and I always see you at the top of the leaderboards, right?
Yeah. I've been playing since the Rockstar update, and I think for the previous 10 arena seasons, I've been consistently top 10. And the very last one, Tides of Change 2, I was first. I ended first in the arena season.
Heck yeah!
Currently
so,
still number one.
I need some. Oh, so you're number one right now. Let's.
Yep.
I need some help, man. I need some help because every single time I go and play arena, I get hard stuck in Elite, and I just can't seem to make it past Elite 2. I was in Elite 1 for about a night, and then I woke up the next morning, and I was back down in Elite 3. So I was wondering, like, if you could kind of help teach me the way, teach me some cookie counters and some arena strategies to kind of kickstart our coaching adventures here, I guess you can say.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do, man? What do you want me to do?
The first thing first is I think that we should try to build the standard team, and I'll try to help you optimize it to the best of my ability, because I know many videos out there, mine included, have guides on the starting cooldowns of cookies and what cookies to use, and why they synergize with each other. But there are still there's a deeper level from that, where you can look at each team composition and see how it fares against the others. So right now, in our current season, the meta is actually pretty similar to the previous one, where you want to use dark cacao, burning spice, golden cheese, wind archer, and snapdragon.
All right.
And
The dark
yeah, just
cacao right there, burning spice,
yeah,
golden
basically this
cheese,
team.
win archer. Okay, so this is the team. So I have the cookies, right? As a free-to-play player, though, like obviously I don't have them ascended to the max, right? But ooh, I can do this real quick though. Look at that, the luck of PPFB out here. But yeah, I mean, as a free-to-play player, I do struggle though, right? When it comes to trying to max out my cookies. So realistically, like, can I still compete at the top levels? Like, do you see me being able to make it to Grandmaster with your help?
Yeah, so for me personally, I feel that the cap for free-to-play players would be GM3 if you're more casual. If you are really gonna grind arena every day and keep up with every change, maybe Grandmaster 2. I don't really think I've seen any people who managed to reach Grandmaster 1 as free-to-play.
Grandmaster, hey, Grandmaster 3 is good with me, all right? It is good with me. This cookie, I'm telling you, I'm in this screen right here every day, all day, right? Waiting for the free refreshes. So, yeah, well, I guess let's start with building my team, right? So I got the cookies. Now where should I go?
Okay, so first of all, I just want to ask, have you used this team before, and what are your thoughts on how it works and gels together?
So honestly, I've been using I like Financier. I feel like Financier is like that's my favorite cookie, and I got them maxed out when it comes to having all the stars, right? So I figured for me, I could do some of this. The more stars, the better, right? Like those are the cookies you should be using, is at least what I thought, right? But when it comes to like the healer Snapdragon, I just put Snapdragon on the squad this season because I saw a couple YouTube videos, like you said, to use them. Before Snapdragon, I was using Mystic Flower Cookie, who just always died really quickly, right? So I did make that change. But when it comes to this team in general, Burning Spice is probably always consistently doing the most damage for me right now. So I like the team. But it's not like a guaranteed win, right? Like I have to be really selective when it comes to picking who I fight. Like, for example, right now, I probably wouldn't fight any of these right now because I go for the easy trophies and I don't really like to risk losing, right? So I guess I just don't have that much confidence, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay, yeah. So let me get to that first. My rule of thumb is that I will only hit people who have around 100 trophies less than me, because what determines how many trophies you gain or lose, whether you at the end of the battle, is basically what's the trophy differential between you and your opponent. So let's say you're fighting someone who has 200 more trophies than you. If you win, you'll win a lot more trophies. If you lose, you'll lose a lot less. So even though they may have higher power and all, I think it's still worth the risk to only target people who have higher trophies than you. Not about their power or anything.
So it's always a trophy count. Always a trophy count. So right now I got 3,700. So you would look to fight somebody around 3,700 to like 3,600.
Yeah.
Oh, not even under? You wouldn't look at the under?
If I was in your position, I wouldn't look at under, but for myself, I am rank 1, so there's no one above me. So I only can look under. Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta mute some of these discords real quick. Something's going off here. Okay, we are back. I think that fixed it. All right, so don't fight. Okay, so I wouldn't fight this guy. It's 3,500, and I wouldn't fight this guy 3,600, right? It's just not worth the risk, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk. Okay. Even if you win, you don't gain as much.
You get one trophy, yeah, and you risk a lot more. I get it. Okay, I like that strategy. Gonna note that. All right.
Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a history lesson on why Snapdragon and even Yeti became more popular in the current meta. This is because for, let's say, Mystic Flower, even though she's messes with enemy cooldowns, she's mainly used for the burst heal and that shield. But with the DPS cookies being Burning Spice and Wind Archer, it's very difficult for Mystic Flower to survive. So when she dies, she only provides healing here and there. There's no more shield, which is why she's fallen out of favor. For Cream Ferret, it's a bit of a different situation. Basically because people are running 2 seconds Dark Cacao or 2 seconds Golden Cheese. If you want to run Cream Ferret, you have to take the feather, and that's already a waste of a treasure already.
Oh,
Because
the
Cream
treasure.
Ferret
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
he
following.
cannot survive the initial burst of the DPS cookies, which is why Snapdragon came into favor, because Snapdragon can provide consistent shields and will never die. You'll always be your last cookie alive. Icicle Yeti may also work because Golden Cheese right now is very strong in the meta, and Icicle Yeti can block a lot of the burst damage output from Golden Cheese.
So would you use like a Snapdragon? I guess you can't use Snapdragon and Icicle Yeti. Why can't you use that safeguard cookies?
You can't use two safeguarded cookies at the same time. So yeah, but I'll prefer Snapdragon, as Icicle Yeti has few niche counters, and Snapdragon is more consistent for me.
So this is the squad, though. Team. This is the squad. So this is the team.
Correct.
All right. And then treasures.
For the treasures, I would like to. Okay, I'll use the Jelly Watch.
Jelly Watch. What am I replacing it with here?
You're gonna replace all 3 treasures.
So what? You don't like any of my treasures? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like.
How important are treasures though? Like, do you think that's kind of what's holding me back to a little bit?
Yeah. So treasures play a crucial role in the current arena meta. So there's the reason why some people are running the Monaco is because Monaco hard counters 2-second Dark Cacao teams.
Yeah, and with the Wind Archer too, right?
Wind Archer not as much.
Not as much.
Yeah, it's mainly to counter the 2-second Dark Cacao teams.
To
make a more consistent comp, I will put the Holly Berry necklace, the Jelly Watch, and the Vow.
I don't even think this one right here, right?
Yes.
Holly Berry. I don't even think I've ever used this one. So what's the deal with this one? Why is this one so good?
It provides a shield and damage resist buff for your team, which helps with survivability. Don't use Monaco. Use the Vow.
Oh, am I using the wrong one? Hold on, let me see if I can I got an upgrade for that one right there. All right. Looks like it's all upgraded. So you said I put the wrong one. This one? You said
use
this one.
What's this called?
Explorer's Monaco.
Vow of Raging Dunes. Yeah.
Oh, the vial. Right here?
Yeah.
Instead of that. So this is what it looks like. Gotcha.
Even when you use Monaco, right? The Explorer Monaco is strictly better than the Guild Monaco.
Oh, this one's the better one. All right.
Yeah,
but for the current team comp,
yet for today.
Yeah, this is it right here. And then team leader. I mean, this doesn't really matter, does it?
Actually, it does.
It does.
Making the leader Golden Cheese is more beneficial to you, because Golden Cheese will be able to do more damage and survive longer.
Because I always thought that this helps other cookies of the same type. So you see how it's the Earth blessings. I always thought the other cookies needed to like be Earth type for the leader to actually like take effect. But I guess
think that was the idea that Death Sisters had when they came out with their leader skill. But the sad fact is that none of the epic Earth cookies can match up in the current arena.
Yeah, but Golden Cheese, she still benefits though from this, right?
Yeah,
so that's why we're using her.
She's the only one benefiting from the leader skill.
All right. I mean, max HP, I'll take that all day.
We'll first look at the toppings and biscuits you have.
I'm nervous about this. What? All right.
It's okay.
Let's start with Burner Spice.
What you have.
Let's start with Burner Spice.
You can just click gear.
Just click gear right there. Boom. Look at that. Already learning stuff out here.
So Dark Cacao, 3 seconds. Burning Spice, 3. I need to take down some notes here.
Oh no, you're taking notes. All right. I appreciate this. This is why I
Asking
hired
you.
the coach. This is why I hired the
Burning spice, 3
coach.
seconds. Okay, let's look at golden cheese.
Golden cheese. Boom, right there.
Okay.
You want to look at
Can you
this?
press the total? 4 seconds. Oh. Wind
Uh-oh.
Archer.
Win Archer. 2 seconds. Look
2
at that.
seconds.
Pow!
Oh, and Snapdragon.
Snapdragon. 3 seconds.
3 seconds. Okay. Wow.
Oh no!
We
What
got
do
a
you
lot
mean?
to work with here.
So
Yeah, because
when you're looking at this,
we-
is it just cooldown? Is that like your major focus here?
starting cooldowns play a very important part in the arenas, the arena seasons recently because cookies with optimized starting cooldowns can burst other teams relatively quickly. So if you have the wrong starting cooldowns, and some of your cookies won't even get to cast, which is why you will lose some battles already right off the bat.
All right. Well, let's see. How
Yeah.
do we fix it?
So in looking at your rotation, right, Wind Archer starts first, and then Snapdragon goes.
Okay.
So your Dark Cacao, Burning Spice, and Golden Cheese are just sitting ducks.
So how do I fix it?
Okay, so can you click into Dark Cacao and All Gear? Okay, why do you have so little damage resist on Dark Cacao? It's just
We're talking about the right here. We're talking about
okay, I think
the
your biscuit
biscuits?
is your biscuit is fine.
Okay.
To improve it, I will change the attack line to a damage resist bypass line. But I think it's good enough to work with this biscuit.
All right. So we'll stay with this biscuit. So it's the toppings.
We'll look at the toppings. Yes, toppings.
Okay.
So for the chocolate toppings, you want to. Can you press the filter button?
Filter. There we go.
Okay. Hide all types and then click on chocolate.
Hide all types and then click on chocolate. There we go.
Yeah. Then let's click on damage resist and cooldown.
Damage, resist, and cooldown. Yep.
Okay. And then press the X button.
X button.
You only have 3. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
My toppings game. All right, so I should take those off though, is what I'm assuming, and put them on dark cacao, right?
Yeah. Okay, then I think we need to focus more on the cooldown portion, because we will need to have at least 20% cooldown. So let's take out some of the toppings without any cooldown at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's take this out.
I don't even look at those substats down there, right? And I didn't know.
Oh no,
I didn't know how important those
Substats.
are. Yeah, I really never.
those are very important.
Never really. I just looked at it's a cooldown topping, and that's what I need is cooldown, right? So I mean, I'm already getting some insight here. So these
Okay,
two are the
so-
only ones that I got with the damage resist and
And cooldown, yep.
Cooldown.
So let's try to hit the cooldown threshold first. Can you press filter and untick damage resist?
damage resist. Yep, X.
Okay,
there
so
we go.
we'll have this.
Got a lot more. Got a lot more.
Maybe let's take those two from Fettuccine at the top.
Okay. Equip. Boom, boom. Equip. Boom, boom.
Okay, then press the filter button again. Oh wait, I think it's still not enough. It's still not enough cooldown. Let's take the one from the mozzarella as well.
Mozzarella right here. Taking it. Stolen. There we go.
Okay. Can you see that now dark cacao has a 2-second start? So your rotation starts with dark cacao.
Right here. 2 seconds. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, actually, now that you have 38%, 38% is a bit too much. So we can take out one of the cooldown toppings and replace it with damage resist.
Okay. So I guess we'll take out one of these 3. So now let's look for damage resist is what you're saying here. Filter it. Damage resist. And cooldown check still or just damage resist?
Just damage resist.
Okay. So just take anyone, right? Maybe the fettuccine one?
Yep.
Okay.
5.4 is good.
Place it with that one. There we go. So now we should be
Okay,
looking.
so Yes. Okay, that's perfect. Can you
Cool.
go to all gear?
Go.
Yeah. So now he has around 36%, which is where Dark Cacao needs to have the amount of cooldown Dark Cacao needs to have a 2-second start. So your rotation will be very different from what you have previously already, because you'll go from Dark Cacao into Burning Spice, into Wind Archer, into Snapdragon.
So it's all about the rotation coming out the gate swinging essentially here.
Yes. So
All right.
one of the most important thing is rotations. I can get more in depth into this after we settle the rotations.
Yeah, it's a whole
Okay.
other topic. I mean, it's crazy, right? For me, like I said, I just kind of get the meta cookies and throw them in there, and I've been able to stay an elite too because of it. But like I said, I just can't get past it. So I'm really curious if this help from you, the pro coach here, will get me to that next level.
We'll see.
So.
Okay,
And
now
you said
let's
the
go to the
biscuit's
next
good, right? Biscuit's good. So dark cacao is good to go now. We're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at Burning Spice now.
Burning Spice, my favorite cookie. Let's check out the
Can you go to all gear?
all gear.
Okay, so for Burning Spice, right? I think the cooldown that you have on him is not necessary, because we just want him to have a 3-second start. So his base cooldown is already 3 seconds. So you're wasting 5.5% of substats right there.
Okay, so we're looking at these toppings then.
Oh, actually, let me just look at your toppings real quick. Yeah, it's better to have attack speed, damage resist, and attack as the substats.
All right, so I mean, it looks like there's only one of them don't have attack speed, so I should replace this one.
No, I think I will keep that one for now. Okay, can you filter into raspberries?
Filter.
Yeah. So let's look at the resonant raspberries that you have.
Yeah. Any particular bonus effects?
We definitely want to take attack speed and damage resist.
Attack speed and damage resist. Let's check out if I got any. All right, I got a couple. I got a couple.
Okay, let's remove one of your toppings first.
This one, top one, or
this one has very high values, so maybe not.
okay.
Next.
This is the top one. This is the next one.
Attack speed, quick cooldown. Okay. Okay, let's remove this one.
Remove. Boom. Then we want to add one of these.
Is it okay to take the one from Caviar?
Oh yeah, for sure. Right there. Crit, resist, attack speed, damage.
Let's just take the one from Yeti.
Right here?
Yeah. Okay, I think there's not much room we can work with here, but this set should still work fine.
Now you want to look at all gear again?
Can I look at your biscuits? Do you have any tinted biscuits for Burning Spice?
Any what?
Do you have more tinted biscuits?
Not sure here. This is all I'm working with.
Oh, okay. You don't. Okay, so for Burning Spice, maybe we should. Do you have enough biscuit pieces to reroll?
Oh yeah, yeah. You want me to reset all or?
Yeah. So let's reset all until we hit like 2 damage resist bypass lines. Or will that take too much time?
Damage. I mean, I got a lot of the Radiant Biscuit though. Would it be worth?
No. We don't want to use Radiance for this.
Okay,
we just use the normal resets.
2 damage resist bypass. Let's look for 2 damage resist bypass. Damage resist bypass. There's one. Damn it. One. Sure you don't want me to use Radiant though? I mean, I've been stacking it up.
No, 600 won't be enough.
There we go. There we go.
If you want, you can reset the HP line.
HP reset. Boom. What are we looking for?
Ideally bypass, but
more bypass. You love bypass here. What's the story with bypass here?
Let's just keep it at damage resist.
Okay.
Basically, it allows you to output a lot more damage. So I've been doing a lot of testing with how damage resist and damage resist bypass works, and that's how I figured out that the using the tainted biscuit for burning spice and golden cheese will give you more damage output compared to using a full damage resist bypass biscuit. That's because right now in our arena meta, there's not many cookies that run almond toppings. So the need for a bypass isn't as crucial as people aren't really running like damage resist close to the cap.
Gotcha.
So
So if
yeah,
we were
this
to
would
start
be
to see
good.
a meta with more almond toppings, then we would have to like reconsider. But right now, that's not the case. So
Yep.
should I
Yep.
mark
So let's
this
just
one?
keep
Let me
this.
mark that one as mark
Yep.
whatever that does.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I think
cool.
we're done with burning spice.
Burning spice, looking good. Looking good.
Okay, let's look at golden cheese right now.
Oof.
Okay, so what I like to tell, even in my most recent video on how to build golden cheese, I use raspberry toppings, but I'll aim for at least a 3-second start on golden cheese. So she will need around, if I'm not wrong, 10.2% cooldown. However, after a lot of testing and collaborating with other people, I realized that a 2-second golden cheese is actually works pretty well. So for 2-second golden cheese, you need around 35% cooldown, or 36%. Then that will require you to run full chocolate toppings. But okay, let's look at what you have first.
You want to look
Firstly,
at
I
my
think the
toppings?
biscuit.
Oh, the biscuit? Okay.
No,
Gotcha.
let's look at biscuit first. Biscuit for golden cheese is very important. Can you hover the other biscuits that you have?
Yep. First one.
Okay,
Second
let's
one.
look at.
Third one. Oh well, that's the one we have. Fourth one. Fifth one.
Fifth one.
I might have attuned some of these too, right? So if I've attuned them and I didn't get the archer roll, it's pretty much trash, right? Or do you ever run like a biscuit with only 2 slots that are relevant?
No, I'll never run.
Never.
Even 3, I won't run 3.
All right. So
Yeah. Okay, so your biscuit
one's-
is all that we have right now.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, actually, it's not that bad. I would just reset the HP line.
Okay. So what are we looking for?
Bypass.
More bypass, huh?
Bypass or cooldown also works.
Damage resist. Cooldown 4.4.
Okay, let's keep this. Let's keep this.
Boom.
Okay, I think your golden cheese should be a 3-second start already. Let's take a look.
Yep.
Okay, let's look at the toppings
Toppings.
itself also.
Okay. Starting from the top here. Boom.
Crit damage resist attack speed. Okay, crit attack,
Boom.
crit resist. Okay.
Boom.
Okay. I kind of see what's the issue. Golden cheese doesn't really need attack speed, so we want to focus
Gotcha.
more on having damage resist, attack, and crit.
So I pretty much got 3 toppings that I got those attack speed.
Let's look at whether you have better toppings first.
Okay.
So maybe we want to
Filter. What are we looking for? We're looking for. You don't want attack speed. You said.
Yeah, damage resist.
Damage
Okay,
resist.
actually just damage resist.
Okay. Raspberry still, right?
Yeah, raspberries. Okay.
Well, I guess we took these, right? Or we can't even use those actually.
Yeah.
So this would be one.
Okay, actually never mind. I think this set will work fine.
Stay with the set.
It's just not optimized.
But I mean, it is what it is,
but
right?
it's good
What
enough.
I got right now.
It's good enough. Yeah.
Not gonna
I
be
have
perfect.
to keep in mind that you are F2P also and cannot.
I'm free to
cannot
play.
mess up.
Yeah, come on. I'm free to play.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty good for free to play already. 126. Let me write that down.
You mind me asking you like a personal question about how much money you spent on the game, or is that too deep?
Well, it's a lot, but in my currency, which is Singapore dollars, like for every ancient and above cookie is maybe around $1,000 to $2,000 already, which is divided by 1.3 for USD.
So you spend around
times
$1,000 to optimize a cookie?
Oh no, just to get it to full ascensions.
Holy cow! And that's not even. Oh wow! So
if you want to count how much I spend on Radiant Dough, it's like every source of Radiant Dough I will get it. So it's even more than that.
Wow. I mean, I guess it costs to be the boss, I guess. Holy cow.
Wait, can you go back to Burning Spice? I just want to check his
Boom.
attack stat.
Burning Spice.
94k. Okay. Okay, let's go to Wind Archer.
Wind Archer, optimize me, baby.
Okay, so firstly, Wind Archer, why are you using 2 chocolate toppings on him?
Why? Because I wanted cooldown. That's it. I wanted cooldown. So I got the cooldown.
But that cooldown is not won't even be relevant because burning.
For me, I wanted Wind Archer. Yeah, because I was thinking I needed the cooldown. That way I can do my move first, right? To get the stun on the opponents. Get them to spin in the air. Like, what's that called?
No,
This
I
Aerial
think the
Gale.
Dark Cacao's silence is
better.
Stronger than Wind Archer. Yeah.
Gotcha. But you get what I'm saying, though? Now you understand why I wanted it? Because I wanted him to immediately do that. And
Understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Wind Archer going.
We don't need it no more
for the rotation. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
so let me remove him.
For Wind Archer, let's take a look at the biscuit first because damage resist bypass. Okay. Whoa. Actually, if I were you, I would just reroll this whole biscuit because your 2 bypass lines can already be the value itself. Let's say 8 plus 7 is 15. One line can already hit 15. So it's already a wasted line. And moreover, they are all white lines, so it's not good at all.
Okay. So what are we looking for then?
We'll be looking for a bypass and/or attack speed.
Bypass and attack speed. All right.
Yeah, actually, I also did test bypass Wind Archer versus attack speed Wind Archer, and I found that not much differences. It's just one team performs better. The bypass team performs better when battles are shorter, and the attack speed Wind Archer performs better when battles last longer. So it's 50-50. So both stats will be fine.
Do I want like 2 lines of damage resist bypass, and then we'll call it a day?
Yeah.
Okay. Or 2 lines of attack speed, pretty much. So.
Okay.
So right here.
Let's skip this.
Oh, this is a good one. Should I roll the defense?
Defense. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, perfect.
Freaking time. Look at that. I'm getting lucky with you here now.
All right. Okay. Let's use this.
Good one.
Okay. So this is like it's one of my secrets, but I haven't made a video on this yet, but I'll just share it with you. For the Wind Archer toppings, we want to run a mixed set of crit and attack.
Crit and attack.
Okay. So let me look at the 3 toppings you have first.
Attack.
Okay, 1.
Attack with a little bit of crit, and attack with crit resist. So really only this one then, huh?
Okay, let's remove the first one. I think is it
this one? Oh, the first one.
The other
this
one.
This.
Yeah,
it's got attack speed though. All right.
Let's remove it first.
All right, I trust you.
Okay.
Filter. So
let's filter for damage resist and attack speed.
There we go.
On apple jellies.
Oh, okay. Sorry. On apple jelly. Boom. Nothing.
Wow. Okay. Let's take out the
apple jelly.
Let's take out the attack speed. Yeah.
Okay. Got a little bit of something.
Okay. Let's take this one. This one seems good.
That one.
This one also seems good. Okay.
That one.
And yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Feeling good.
That's 95. Okay, that's still not good enough. Can I look at your raspberry toppings again? Sorry.
Okay. Raspberry, and you want damage resist and attack speed?
No, I'm talking about the ones that you have on Wind Archer currently.
Oh. Right there's one of them.
The other one?
Here's the other one.
Okay, let's remove this one.
This one. Remove. Boom.
And we'll put in another crit topping.
Yeah, gotta go back to the jelly watch. Boom. And let's see. Crit.
And then not this one.
Only 2 options here.
Okay, let's just use the Stormbringer one.
This one?
The
Stormbringer.
I think either is fine. Yeah, either is fine. Kind of the same.
Okay.
89. Okay, perfect.
Locked in.
Okay, let's go to Snapdragon now.
So why all the crit though? Just so when Archer does big damage, I guess.
Okay, so this let me get to that later. Let's work on all your cookies first.
Okay. Well, last cookie,
Okay.
last cookie.
So for the biscuit, it's best to have 4 cooldown lines.
Mm,
Do you have anything near that?
That's a big ask. That is a big ask. No, I would say this one's the closest one with 2.
Okay, then we'll just use this one.
Okay. Should I reroll anything?
No, I wouldn't reroll. It's okay. I think this is fine. So to optimize Snapdragon, you want to have 4 cooldown lines, and that will enable you to run a mixed set of raspberries and chocolates, so that the healing and shielding will be bigger. But I don't think it's that crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How hard is it to get 4 cooldown lines though? Like, I feel like that takes a lot of luck and RNG.
Getting 4 cooldown lines isn't the issue. Getting 4 high value cooldown lines will be the issue.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll stick with this, and I could always run it back later, right? Worst case scenario, and try to roll 4 cooldown. So I'll make a note of that. So
okay, so now your rotation will be more optimized. It will be dark cacao into burning spice, into golden cheese, wind archer, and snapdragon. Okay, so let me explain to you why I like to run crit toppings on wind archer instead. Basically, in your team, everyone is very exposed. They don't really have much defensive tools to work with, especially wind archer and dark cacao. The more important one is wind archer, who we want to keep alive because he does a lot of DPS. So we will want to put the focus on your 2 cookies with actual defensive skills in their kit. And that is Burning Spice has the invulnerability of 6 seconds when he's about to die. And Golden Cheese has the Sarcophagus, which gives her a revive and procs the Vow. So with that in mind, we want Golden Cheese to die first, followed by the enemy team targeting Burning Spice, so that your Wind Archer will be the most well protected in the team.
Yeah, and keep doing damage. All right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So the idea behind having crit toppings on Wind Archer is that Wind Archer will now have a lower attack stat than Golden Cheese and Burning Spice. So your enemy Golden Cheese will target your Golden Cheese and Burning Spice instead of your Wind Archer. You following?
Yep. Yeah, we want Wind Archer to kind of be like underneath the radar a little bit for the enemy team. Yes. That way he can keep putting the damage.
It'll be the most optimal for Golden Cheese to have the most attack, so that she dies first and procs
gets
your Vow.
Yeah, the ability. Get it. Yep.
And shield your whole team. And then after that, Burning Spice can soak up and get hit for 6 seconds for free, basically. So yeah, this is the team that I would.
All right. Well, let's. I guess let's put it to some use then. How about that? We'll put it to some use. Get a couple fights in, and then we'll call the coaching session number 1. Does that sound good?
All right.
Oh, hold up. Okay, defense is defense okay though?
Just real quick. Defense, I would. Yeah. My recommendation would be to run the exact same team as what you're using to attack, so that you know what you lose to and what you should avoid.
Okay.
When you look at your defense log.
Yeah, I'll fix that later. The defense team. Here's my log though. I'm losing a lot.
Yeah. You see, with your log, you cannot gain any any important information for yourself, because your log is losing everything. Yeah. So basically, what it tells me is that your comm loses to everything, and that isn't really very helpful information. Yeah. If I could screenshot my log and send you, it's very different. So basically, in my log, I'm earning like passive income.
No, I get it. Yeah, your trophies. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are constantly losing to me, and the very rare few that win me, it will be important information for me to know what I should avoid.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so that's actually smart then. So you use your defense as the indicator to know what teams you can beat here. And if you lose on the defense, then obviously you don't want to attack that team if you run into them in the wild. So
I've sent
that's
you
great.
like, I've sent you my defense log on Discord. You can take a look, and you can see like it's mostly green. It's not mostly red.
What a flex, all right? What a flex.
No lah.
The number one player flexing on a free-to-play cookie. No, but I do like that tip, though. That's a great tip. So I made my defenders the same exact team. Same
You want to hide, you like to hide Snapdragon and Dark Cacao, because when you hide Snapdragon and Dark Cacao, people won't know if you're using the Yeti team or the Snapdragon team.
Ooh, keep them guessing. Keep them guessing.
Yeah. So
All
that's
right.
like just some extra advantage that you'll have.
All right. Let's attack.
Let's try some battles.
Yes, sir. So I got a reroll available, but looking at
I'll
this...
try to hit the 3.8k trophies guy.
Oh, just right off the gate here. Okay. I mean,
yeah.
His golden cheese is a higher level than me though, with the stars.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. Well, let's check it
out. Okay, but
then.
There's one caveat I would like to point out with golden cheese metas is that when golden cheese is in the meta, some of your battles do come down to luck, because like even with my stats that can like outstat everyone, let's say my golden cheese kills theirs first at exactly the 1 minute mark, and this gives them the opportunity to cast with a higher damage back at me, and then I may just lose that battle.
Oof, that's what just happened right now.
Okay.
Check it out. Let's check it out. So they did have the swan feather too, though. I don't know if that helps. They also have all their treasures higher level than mine too, right?
Yeah. So if you look at the damage numbers, you'll notice one very important fact, which is Win Archer didn't get to put out the DPS that he was supposed to put out, and that can be attributed to your toppings not having enough damage resist. Yeah. So even though we are already optimizing such that Win Archer is targeted the last, the damage resist is still
not the best.
Yeah, not the best.
But it is what it is, because these are the cookies I got, right? Or the toppings, right? So I mean, I really can't help that unless I get more new toppings with better damage resist bypass.
Oh, he kind of also needs more attack speed. But anyway,
yeah, let's keep fighting.
Another pointer about this comp is that your Win Archer can have slightly higher. Okay, actually, yeah, let's go for that. Let's optimize your Win Archer further, because right now your Win Archer has lower attack than your Burning Spice, right? But actually, Win Archer can have slightly higher attack than Burning Spice, because when Burning Spice casts for the first time, he'll gain 20% attack.
All right, so we're looking at new toppings then.
Yeah. So we want to remove the crit topping from Stormbringer. Yeah, I think it was this one.
This one, yeah.
And then we will want to put back a Raspberry with attack speed.
Raspberry attack speed. This one. Boom.
Yeah, sure. This one.
Okay. Let us.
Now, okay. Can you exit out and let me see his attack stat? 95. Compared to Burning Spice at 94. Yeah, should be good enough.
All right. Anybody else here that? So if this was me, I probably wouldn't fight anybody. But so does this team counter an ice Yeti then? Or probably not that. Not this golden cheese though. But would this team counter an ice Yeti typically?
Actually, I'll give it a try. But
this team?
I think this team counters Icicle Yeti if you can run 2-second golden cheese.
All right. So you want me to try it?
It's
too risky.
Yeah, just try.
All right, just try it. Hey. All right.
Why not?
Coach told me to try it. The coach told me to try it. I'm gonna speed it up. You want me to speed it up, or you want to see what happens? We're looking. Oh, it's kind of close. We're getting some good damage.
Yeah, good. Golden cheese dies first.
That's
what we're looking for.
But now I'm getting shredded now. Their burning spice is putting in some good damage. We're still alive. Here comes Icicle Yeti in the back line. Massive damage coming out. This is when things start to get sweaty.
I think we win this.
This is close. Their burning spice is still in the front. There we go.
Yep, we win.
Wow. So that would have been a fight I would have probably skipped on, honestly. But
It's very hard
16.
to say whether our comp counters Yeti, because for 3-second golden cheese, it doesn't win all Yetis, because if the Yeti has a 2-second start, you basically got countered.
So you just don't know until you get into the fight then, pretty much.
You won't really know. But
okay.
for the team that I'm running with 2-second golden, the exact same team with a 2-second golden cheese, I have no issues with Yeti teams whatsoever.
So this is probably a Yeti team then, right? Oh, maybe not.
No. The front cookie will be probably burning spice. So
Alright.
yeah, I'll just fight it.
Because the Mystic Flower, you don't really care about the Mystic Flower, huh? Mystic Flower is kind of like not even that relevant right now, right? With the current team that I'm running.
Yeah, I would say that.
So if I see a Mystic Flower, I should always fight the team, is what I'm saying.
Maybe not if their promotions are like way higher than yours.
I'm fighting them. I don't care. I'm getting rid of that Mystic Flower.
No, win Archer better not die. Oh no, okay. Oh, we win. They only have Ferret left.
I believe.
Yeah,
Win
the DPS
Archer.
was already dead.
Sacrificed himself for us to succeed. All right, so I mean, I know we lost one battle, but I'm already plus like at least 30 trophies, so doing a lot better. And like I said, like
let's do one more refresh and see how it goes.
I mean, this is just my life though, right? Like everybody running the same teams here. Financier.
No, that's good.
I could beat this one.
But you could, but the thing is, he has 3,000 trophies. So even if you win, you're only gonna plus one trophy.
Nothing.
If you
Gotcha.
lose, you'll lose 10.
I forgot about the number one rule here. So we're looking at like this one.
I'll look at the 3.8. Yeah, this one is probably running
Ice Yeti.
either the same, probably the same com as you, just that Ferret for Snapdragon or the Yeti variation.
So
either way, I'll fight it.
All right, last question for me though, like treasures, you said they count or they matter a lot, right? So if the opponent, if they have better treasures than me when it comes to like how far level it is, should I be scared and like avoid the fight, or?
I mean, treasures are very important, but you should look at which stats they are improving with the treasure levels. So one example is your jelly watch, right? It's not maxed. Then the common jelly watch will be better because it gives you that flat 25% cooldown compared to your epic one, which only gives you like that less than 5% attack but less cooldown.
Alright, so what should I focus on now, like moving forward though, when it comes to upgrading? Like what would be the priority? Would it be getting the treasures to level 12 max, or trying to get like better toppings?
I think you can work on both of them simultaneously because treasures require your mileage while toppings require you to just farm topping pieces. So they are like different resources, so you can do them both at the same time.
I took a loss, man. I took a loss here.
Yeah, this is what I was saying about the Yeti teams. Like they'll keep you guessing.
Yeah. All right. So Yeti teams, that's kind of like a question mark. I mean, 3,700.
Yeah, which is why hiding your first cookie is deadly because people cannot differentiate.
So this is probably a Yeti team then too, right?
Yep.
Let's fight them though.
Seems like it.
Let's fight them. I feel like their Yeti is hopefully not maxed out with the cooldown here. Let's see what happens here. So number one, what's a day like for you when it comes to grinding and holding down your spots on the Grandmaster leaderboard? Like what's a typical day for Mr. PPFB?
Actually, before these few seasons, I will spend quite some time when I'm working, during my lunch breaks. I will just do battles here and there and refresh my arena every 10 minutes because I do have Kingdom Pass. But recently, because my teams have just gotten so strong and I don't think most people are keeping up, I can just only do battles like once a day.
You farm and farm the passive income, you were saying.
Yep.
I'm getting my
Pretty
butt
much.
kicked, man. I'm losing right now. What's happening? I'm gonna
Let's avoid the Yeti
just
teams.
avoid the Yeti teams right now.
So that's what I'm saying with the at the very start with the history lesson with Ferret, right? The problem with Ferret when everyone has everything maxed is that Ferret will die off and waste their feather, or if they have no feather at all, they just lose their Ferret. But because your team doesn't really have higher ascensions, if you fight Yeti teams in particular with Ferret, and the Yeti manages to protect the Ferret, then you will lose because
Then I
Ferret's
lose.
healing will become a big problem for you. You see, your DPS cannot outgun his healing.
Okay, so I'll have to be careful of that one. Here's a Mystic over here. I lost this one too. What the heck?
Yeah, even though you lost this one, I will feel that the way your cookies died and casted is optimal. You
Yeah,
lost
considering
purely
my
because
count.
of stats. Yeah, so this one is just a life of an F2P. A bit sad.
The life
But,
of free to play. Regardless, though, I think, like you said, my cookies are optimized. Listen, I need a win, all right? I'm going to fight this one. I know it's not the best because of trophy count, but I need a win, man. Let me get this one trophy.
yeah, so I think your starting cooldowns very optimized already. Ascensions, we can't help that. But the main thing to work on is your treasures and toppings.
All right. I'll work on that and appreciate you kind of taking your time out of your busy schedule to give me a coaching session number 1 here.
No problem.
You know,
I hope
the
it helps.
top player in the entire server. My goodness. By the way, probably the best kingdom too. I remember I did a kingdom review video and I was looking at this true work of art right now. Look at that, PPFB. There we go. All right, cool. So I appreciate you, man. But,
yeah, I really hope it helps you climb to at least Elite 1.
oh, you don't think I get Grandmaster with this?
Maybe not with your current toppings, but if you grind hard enough, who's to say?
Who's to say? I'm grinding, baby. I am grinding. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Common Cookie out. Let me at 'em. I am ready to fight everybody in their mother, fresh out the oven. Common Cookie, we are clocking in with another arena video. I'm so ready to go. I am tired of being hard stuck in Elite 2 in Arena and Cookie Run Kingdom. So you know what? This video is nothing but the grind time, baby. Grind time before shine time, as my mom always used to say. And, well, let's get into it here. This video is going to be mainly me just grinding to Elite number 1, baby. So, Elite 1, it is all about using those tools, tips, and recommendations from my coach PPFB, the number 1 arena player in all of Cookie Run Kingdom out here, or at least on my server that is. And I'm going hard carry Wind Archer. I'm going hard carry Burning Spice, baby. I'm going hard carry Golden Cheese. And then we got that Snapdragon in the back line, popping them heals. But then, of course, Dark Cacao in the front line, hacking and slashing with that sword and that fancy hat, making sure to silence as many opponents as possible. So this is going to be my team. I am not changing it up for nothing out here. And for treasures, as you can see, I'm rocking the Hollyberry Royal Necklace out here. Grants curse protection and an HP shield, so pretty good. The Vial of Raging Dunes, so it applies the Raging Dunes buff and increases ally cookies attack by 25.5% and crit resist by 20.5%. I don't have it upgraded all the way, only level 7 for both of those bad boys, but it is what it is, baby. Then, of course, the Jelly Watch, gonna be rocking that. Level 9 decreases cooldown for all cookies by 22.3% and increases their attack by 3.9%. A lot of percentages I'm throwing at you, like throwing it at you. But that's what I'm gonna be rocking here today. And like my coach always used to say, look for opponents with the trophy count similar or a little bit higher to yours. Now, old habits, of course, they die hard, and I'm out here fighting everybody, like I said, and their mother. So if you got 3,000 trophies, I'm still gonna be smacking you around for that one trophy on the come up. But really useful tips in that last video. Make sure you go check it out. But yeah, we've been hovering around 4,200 range when it comes to the trophies. Been going up and down. Elite one on the horizon. I can feel it in my cookie dough out here. So I pretty much, when I come to select the opponents, I keep that in mind. Look for those opponents with the trophy count. I try to stay away from icicle Yetis. I'm putting up air quotes right there, try, because a lot of people this season in the Tides of Change number 3, they are running icicle Yeti, and I as a free-to-play player, I don't really have enough toppings and biscuits to have 2 dedicated, really strong arena teams, right? So I'm over here free to play common cookie all day long with only 1 strong team. So I got to keep that in mind when rocking up over here and showing up. But a lot of people this season, and pretty similar to Tides of Change season number 2, everybody, and I'm sure you are too, watch this video, rocking the burning spice and golden cheese. I mean, that's just where we are right now in the current meta. You got burning spice, you got golden cheese, awaken, and then wind archer. Those 3 are the staple 3 cookies in the meta. I don't care if you're like some cookie scientist trying to experiment with other cookies. It's just not going to work. I mean, you can go to the rankings in game and look at the overalls, and you can see all the top players are rocking those 3 cookies, and there's no way around it, honestly. The only flex is in those 2 hidden cookies, right? So we've seen, like I mentioned, some icicles up in the front line, or you got the dark cacao in the front line. Most of the times your opponents are going to be hiding that one, and then you swap it up with the cream ferret or snapdragon in the back line. Now, when we are looking at elite though, there is another very popular team still kind of carrying on from last season, and that's the Mystic Flower. So people would swap out dark cacao for the cream ferret Mystic Flower combo, which I sometimes might lose to. Sometimes I'm hesitant, but it really comes down to the cooldowns and the toppings and the synergy on that one, pretty much, when it comes to your rotation, right? So if you could take out the Mystic Flower instantly at the beginning, you're cruising. You are cruising, big chillin'. So I expect Mystic Flower, and it hurts to say this. It hurts deep down within my dough to say this, but I fought so long and so hard to get Mystic Flower. I mean, heck, if you're watching right now and you've been a viewer of the channel and you've been subscribed for a while now, I probably made at least 5 videos of just the struggles of a free-to-play player trying to unlock Mystic Flower. I had no luck in the world when it comes to getting that cookie. Finally got that cookie, was able to play with Mystic Flower for about a season. I would say maybe even 2 complete seasons. Then next thing you know, boom, I've been hit in the face. That hurts. With the meta shift, right? So Mystic Flower is out of here. No more Mystic Flower. I am officially putting the common cookie stamp of approval on this one. Clip it and ship it, boys, because Mystic Flower, if you're still rocking in arena, you're actually throwing. You are actually throwing. I have yet to see. I mean, like I said, I get a little worried about that team, but it's only because I'm free to play and my toppings and my biscuits and my treasures aren't the best, right? If they were the best, like the top players on the overall leaderboards, Mystic Flower is a joke, right? So Mystic Flower, stamp of approval. You are out of here, bad boy. You are out of here. So it is what it is. Grandmaster dreams. Grandmaster dreams. One thing that really has been just, you know, still in the back of my mind underneath my chef's hat over here. Can a free-to-play player reach Grandmaster? Like, that has been the question. That was the original idea on why I started the channel, right? I started the channel because I downloaded Cookie Run Kingdom. I started playing through it. Wasn't really big into mobile games, but I got locked in with Arena, and I just loved it. I love the PvP aspect. For once, I could play a mobile game. Yes, you have like Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. Those have PvP in them as well. But there's something about like collecting opponents or collecting team members, characters, and having them battle and optimize them, right? I did find one other game pretty similar to it, but for some reason, just the overall art style of Cookie Run Kingdom, it's got me locked in. I mean, heck, we're out here cookies, you know, we're cookies and we're fighting each other for the kingdom and for glory. So Cookie Run Kingdom for me is this last year. I mean, I haven't even been 1 year old yet on the channel, but it already holds a special spot in my heart, and it is my main game. I mean, like I say in my other videos, I am locked in on this Kingdom Arena screen all day long on the iPad. I threw up my numbers a couple times when it comes to screen time, and it is pretty wild, right? But it's a good game. It's a good game, so I'm gonna keep grinding out here. And you know, the goal, kind of back to my point here, the goal was to see if a free-to-play player could make it to Grandmaster. Of course, if you are a paid player, like a lot of these games, yeah, you pay, so obviously you're gonna be able to make it to the top echelons. If you can't, then there's something wrong with the pay structure, right? But I really want to see if there's a free-to-play way to make it up there, and I do. Grandmaster 1, after talking to PPFB, might be a stretch, and I get it, totally get it. But Grandmaster 3, listen, just hitting Grandmaster for me, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be big chilling. So that's what I'm looking for. And honestly, when it comes to like being free to play, I think the longer you play, you know, the more materials, the more gold coins, the more crystals, just the more everything you'll have, right? The more time in game you'll have when it comes to rolling in gacha and getting the soul stones. So the longer you play, the better your odds of really maxing out, hopefully, some of these staple cookies. Now, the thing that Cookie Run Kingdom does, that kind of counteracts that mindset for me, is they would release a brand new cookie and it's instantly in the meta, right? Just I think the word is power creep. The power creep, it can't keep up with the old cookies. So the old cookies, they get outdated, while the brand new cookie, for example, Burning Spice, is just so strong that it's instantly in the meta. But it's also a good thing too, as we experimented for new players, because a lot of times new accounts, you get a lot of luck when it comes to new cookies. So there's still some pros and cons, right? But yeah, we out here grinding, baby, and I appreciate you listening to my rant over here as we are just powering through the arena right here. And look at this. Look at this. Elite 1, baby. This comic cookie finally breaking through the Elite 2 ceiling, hitting Elite 1. Now, it's only a matter of time. If I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to wake up. Hopefully, I'm still in Elite 1. Right, we got a couple more days to go here. I'm going to do my best. Is this the season that Common Cookie makes it to Grandmaster? Well, that's the question. Make sure you hit that smash like button, whatever button down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for my Cookie Run Kingdom adventures. Common Cookie out. What up? Common Cookie clocking in for 2025. Holy goodness. Happy New Year, everybody. Shout out to everybody who has been subscribing and commenting these last 8 months. I know. Oh my goodness. It's already been 8 months. Holy cow. So, Arena Kingdom Shifting Balance 1. We are at the start of a brand new season. Out here for your boy Common Cookie to grind, baby. Grind time before shine time, as my grandpappy always used to say. I got a problem. No, I got a problem. The arena, every single season, I start all the way back down there in chocolate. And I'm thinking here, hear me out. What if they had some type of system where you could use the medal shop, like medal shop tokens? Medals of Victory is their name. What if you can use those to skip a ranking? What if you could use those to skip an arena tier? Not like the whole thing, for example, not skip Masters altogether, but use a certain amount of medals to skip Masters 5, use a certain amount of medals to skip Masters 4, etc. You get the drift. I was thinking about this the other day because the nitty grindy just click and skip to click skip is just a waste of time. I'm not gonna lie. So I was thinking, how can they make it where it is not pay to win? Obviously, if you use crystals, pay to win without a doubt. If you use gold coins, pay to win because you can buy gold coins. But I do not believe you could buy medals from that you get in the medal shop. So you get those from victories, if I'm not mistaken. So you get those from grinding. So it will really reward arena players, in my opinion, right? That they could just have a little convenience boost if they want to spend their medals elsewhere, because right now I got about 20,000 medals and I'm just stacking them up. Sometimes I get a soul stone I might want, but besides that, I find myself spending most of my medals on arena tickets, which is pretty much the same thing as skipping a arena tier, if you think about it. So if they can just like charge me 5,000 medals to skip a tier, bada boom, bada bing. Hey, Dev Sisters, get me a job. Sign your boy Common Cookie up, because I got the ideas out here, if you know what I'm saying. Huh. So 2025 as a whole, as you can see, I'm just grinding through Shifting Balance season number 1 to get back to where I was last season, after my coach PPFB was able to kind of help guide me. Finally able to hit Elite 1 with ease. Not able to break through Grandmasters yet. So obviously 2025, I'm looking at the Common Cookie as a whole. Grandmasters, still the game plan, still the goal. Will I reach it as a free-to-play player? Well, guess what? Hit that subscribe button and stick it through and find out with me. This cookie, fresh out the oven, still feeling pretty good. Having some fun with the game still, definitely still motivated. So looking forward to 2025 and just overall improving my gameplay in my channel and just experiencing more of what the Cookie Run universe has to offer. Just kind of looking through the channel this last year or last 8 months, it's been pretty fun. We are hovering around 6.5k subscribers. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, not gonna lie. Had some fun battles with other YouTubers in the space, got to meet some of the top players, did some kingdom building, also threw in some fun videos like what cookie is the most edible, so definitely if I look at the channel as a whole, it's just straight up Cookie Run Kingdom, right? And with a sprinkle of Cookie Run as a whole, like other games, because I did that Cookie Run in 2024 video, which kind of looked at the spreadsheets, which was kind of crazy. Who would have thought I would have been diving deep in financials of a company? And I also had a really fun time playing every single Cookie Run game ever, about 4 months ago. That video did pretty well as well, and you know, a lot of people enjoyed it. So gonna keep with the formula of like tried and true arena, right? That's the goal of the channel, to make it to Grandmasters as a free-to-play player. Gonna try to commit some more time to the dojo right now. Dojo, it's doing fine. We got a lot of active guild members, a lot of chatting going on. I feel like I could always be doing more, right, when it comes to just being the head of a guild. So if you have any ideas down below, feel free to drop them. I am all ears, you know, all ears when it comes to that. Also want to create another beginner's guide, honestly, for 2025, because I made a beginner's guide about 5 months ago outlining what it's like to be a brand new player to Cookie Run Kingdom, and kind of the struggles that I faced as a new player. And I felt like a lot of people returning to Cookie Run after a long time, or brand new players like myself, found a lot of value out of the trials and tribulations that I went through when it comes to being a new player in Cookie Run, compared to, you know, no shade given, but you know, you got people who've been in the game for a while now, and they make guides, which are great, but they come from a higher level of understanding versus like a new player being thrown into the game, right? So definitely want to maybe have like a part 2 when it comes to that. And of course, the day I played 100 days of Cookie Run Kingdom, my best video this whole year, I followed up with I played 200 days of Cookie Run Kingdom, my second best video of the year. So you already know I'm got the third one cooking in the oven. I played 300 days of Cookie Run Kingdom. People like those, you know, people like those. They sit back, they chill, and you know, just kind of see my progression through the months, which is a cool concept in my opinion. So yeah, back to the arena grind though, 2025. So kind of outlining my goals there. Gonna stay on track here, gonna keep building the common cookie community, having a great time playing Cookie Run Kingdom. I got the crystals addiction, even though I probably made about 5 videos outlining why you shouldn't spend crystals in arena. I am still spending the crystals in arena. It is what it is. The game keeps giving me this currency. I'm gonna keep spending it. To be honest with you, I haven't really found a better use for crystals, at least for me personally. Yeah, you can pull Gacha, but I own like all the cookies at this point. I think I'm missing like 2 cookies that I quite frankly don't really care about. And when it comes to like the new Gacha coming out, I'm just gonna leave it like, you know, I like it when they come out with a cookie that redefines the meta of arena, because it spices it up for about a season until everybody has it maxed out. So at least it gives other people like the opportunity to try some new things. Like, yeah, the green tea cookie looks pretty cool. Oak Chun cookie, if I'm saying that correctly, the healing cookie looks pretty cool as well. Like, the cookies look cool. The thing is, like, are they good? Are they viable? Maybe with PvE, sure. Maybe with PvE, maybe in the cake tower. Maybe I need to level up these cookies in order to progress in the new cake tower. But honestly, just has not been hitting this spot. And at this point, like, I got my main roster. I got Snapdragon back up on the team as well. I don't know who I would actually want, like what type of cookie, right? So it's really up to Dev Sisters to surprise us, because I feel like they've been delivering these ancients and these epics, and they've been doing a great job at it. You know, the Beast Cookies Burning Spice was killer. You can tell there's a lot of love put into that cookie, a lot of thought, right? And it's a badass cookie. So honestly, what are they planning next? I am looking forward to it. I want that next badass cookie on the squad here. Who will I replace? Now that's the question. Probably, I'm not gonna lie, probably Win Archer. Win Archer's in the back line. We got the last arrow. my dude's got heart, right? But honestly, he's the first one to get replaced. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, just wanted a quick little check-in as I progress with the start of the season of shifting balance number 1, getting back to Elite 2, and that is where the real grind starts. So let me know down in the comments, what are your goals for 2025? How is Cookie Run Kingdom treating you? And most of all, hope everybody is having a great day. Common Cookie out. I got a problem. Who the heck is this Shadow Milk cookie that everybody's talking about? Shadow Milk this, Shadow Milk that. Everybody wants to know about Shadow. Who's Shadow Milk? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Common Cookie clocking in for another video in the year 2025. So recently made a community post asking the fans, the people of the dojo, got any questions? Let me know because I got answers, baby. So checking out a couple of those questions. Gonna bring up the first one right now. Let's get into the video. Question number 1 from North Ketchup. Shout out to North Ketchup here. I saw in one of your recent posts that as a free-to-play, you had nearly 2 million gems, aka crystals. How have you come about these riches? So yeah, 1.5 million crystals I was able to acquire over the last 8 months. Specifically, I've been playing for 267 days according to the My Kingdom Chronicle. Nice breakdown, by the way, from the team. Really do I like this breakdown. Very interesting information. So how did I get all these crystals as a free-to-play player? To answer this question, keeping it nice and simple, I would definitely recommend completing all of the world explorations, and more specifically the Crispa. You want to do story mode, dark mode, and master mode. So doing all those difficulties, and then going through the species, pretty much doing your best to 100% them all gives a nice boost to crystals. But a majority of my crystals honestly comes from the Kingdom Arena. So every single season in Kingdom Arena, depending on how far you rank up, of course, is where you would get a nice little chunk, a nice little payout. So for me specifically, I've been finishing since the very beginning, for the most part, in Elite 2 and Elite 1. So every 30 days, I get around 25,000 crystals lump sum, just like I like it, baby. So if you are a person in need of some crystals, I definitely recommend paying attention to Arena, as it has been really helpful for me personally. Question number 2. Are you gonna break the free-to-play streak for Shadow Milk? I've been saving all my money so far. I can spend $70. Spending $70. So there was a point in time where this little doe might have went for the swipe arena. I honestly spent about a week contemplating the idea on buying the Kingdom Pass, which I feel like is definitely worth, at least for me, because you save so much time with the refreshes for the tickets for Arena. But I ended up deciding to pass on spending money because I like being a free-to-play player. I enjoy the challenge. Now, not to take away from if you do spend money, is the game challenging? Sure, of course. I mean, everything in life is challenging, right? But for me personally, I like being known as the free-to-play grinder. Plus, the whole premise of the channel, free-to-play Grandmaster, right? That's the goal. So will I be spending money on Shadow Milk? No, I will be not. Do I want Shadow Milk? Sure. Everybody wants Shadow Milk. Will Shadow Milk break the meta in Arena? Probably. I mean, all the new cookies do for the most part, right? I mean, look at Burning Spice. But no, I will not be spending. And good luck to you. You got $70 saved up. Best of luck. Hopefully the Cookie Run Kingdom gods bless you and your pulls. Question number 3. Num. How is your device to play Cookie Run Kingdom still able to function with so many hours you put into Cookie Run Kingdom? LOL, lol. Good question. So when I started the channel, well, rewind, bring it back. So I played Cookie Run for a couple days and I was like, okay, this game's got me hooked. So I decided to start the channel. First thing I did was invest in the channel, and I went and got an iPad Pro 13-inch M4. So I went, I bought the iPad, I bought the cords, I got everything needed to make this content happen. So pretty much with the iPad, I got that sucker plugged into the wall every single moment of the day, always juiced up at 100%. And yeah, just click and refresh, roll in the arena, and grinding, baby. So that's how I got it. My screen time, it is up there, but a lot of it for the most part is just waiting for the timer in order to hit that free refresh when I'm not spending my crystals out here. Thanks for the question. All right, coming up next, Ika Angel. What are your favorite cookies? Bonus, do you have any favorite players? So when it comes to players, I definitely vibe with the homies from that last collaboration video. That was a fun time getting to work with other Cookie Run content creators. But when it comes to cookies, Stormbringer is deep in the dough of my heart. I think Stormbringer is super fascinating. Love the moveset, love the lore, and just the overall like attitude, the vibe, right, of Stormbringer. Definitely one of my favorite cookies. And if I had to have like a second favorite, would be without a doubt Captain Caviar cookie with that cape, with that afro, with the beads, and not to mention the mustache. The mustache on Captain Caviar is clutch. That one day, hopefully, this little cookie could only dream of having. Imagine a little mustache right here underneath me. Picture Captain Caviar's mustache on the common cookie. Oh man, we'll be baking up a storm. So Captain Caviar, not in the current arena meta. Maybe one day they'll revamp homie and we'll bring them back. And Stormbringer was in the meta for a while. Got to use them and it was a good time. So hopefully, one day they'll bring them back. But at the end of the day, it's like all these cookies have such unique personalities, such unique artwork, lore, voice acting that even though they might not be in the arena meta, I still like to look at them and to vibe with them. So at the end of the day, like, just play the cookie that you like. Don't let the meta dictate who you like in that decision. Like, just go with your gut here. So let me know down in the comments, who are your favorite cookies? Like, meta aside, don't worry about who's OP with grinding arena. Real talk, like, who are your favorite cookies? Now on to the arena. All right, grinders, rise up. One cookie that I have been noticing here and there in arena is the green tea moose cookie. Now the moose shield OP question mark. I personally love this move. I'm not gonna lie. Will I put green moose on the squad? I don't know, but the green tea moose cookie taunts enemies and combines her shield into one. Her regular attack speed decreases, but she becomes able to attack all nearby enemies, pushing them back and then stunning them with a certain probability. So there's a little bit of RNG involved in that one, but it is a pretty cool move that I quite honestly, I love it when new cookies get introed into the game and players immediately start to try to combine them in the meta. So the fact that we're seeing a little bit of green mooses up in elite in the top ranks, pretty cool. But all in all, we are on the grind, baby. Grind time before shine time. And we are still going to be rocking the golden cheese. Now we got the golden cheese costume on, so we're going to have some style points, baby. Some style points when it comes to golden cheese. Feeling pretty good. One cookie that I haven't really been seeing much of, though, honestly, kind of on the note of the green moose, is no one's been rocking the smoked cheese cookie. Where's the smoked cheese cookie at? Rise up. Let me know in the comments if you are a smoked cheese fan or not. Can we see smoked cheese in the meta? Question mark. Are there other cookies in the meta that still kind of, looking for cloud? Yeti? I can't say it for the life of me. Yeti. One of those words has to be right. But that was another cookie that has a pretty unique moveset. That's that frontline cookie that is the defense cookie. I've seen it maybe once or twice as well, but not a lot of love. Not a lot of love. I really do think that Shadow Milk cookie is gonna be like the next Burning Spice cookie. Real talk. That once when we see Shadow Milk pop out, release, everybody is gonna be maxing that sucker out and immediately putting them into the rotation. The thing is, for me personally, say I do get Shadow Milk, who do I want to replace, right? Who do I want to replace? I'm thinking, don't tell him, but Win Archer's gonna be pissed with me. Oh, brother. Because Win Archer, I feel like, is on the back line. Yes, Win Archer still does a lot of damage for me personally. I've been proud. I'm proud of you, Cookie. But if I do want to give a go with another cookie on my current comp, it's probably going to be swapping out Win Archer here. Even though I've had great success, as we see, I'm out here dominating, baby. There might be a loss here or there. You take it to the chin. It is what it is. But really, after my my PPFB little gamer session here, coaching session, I've had some really good success. I've had some big improvements when it comes to just overall optimization of my current roster. So Snapdragon cookie has been pretty clutch with me, has been pretty solid with the heals. It feels bad though for my Mystic Flower, because I know for the longest I was grinding Mystic Flower. That's all I wanted. I had a Mystic Flower poster on my wall, and every morning I'll be like, Cookie Run Kingdom, guys, bless me with the Mystic Flower roll today. Finally got Mystic Flower. Next thing you know, out of meta, baby. Listen, we still see some teams rocking Mystic Flower. I think the team with the most success, in my opinion, if you are still rocking Mystic Flower, is the Wild Bear Cookie. Maxed out Wild Bear Cookie in the front line, just a swinging, just punching you left and right with Icicle, with the shields, and then Mystic Flower with the heals. So it's pretty much Wild Berry Cookie, Icicle, and just everybody's healing Wild Berry, everybody. And I get my butt kicked. I get my butt kicked by that team comp. So if I see that team comp in arena, I'm still like, do I want to? Yes, I still do it, but I lose most of the time. I do like to push those boundaries though. So still rocking the same treasures too, by the way. We got the Holly Baron Royal Necklace that grants curse protection and HP shield to all cookies of the team, absorbing damage equal to 25.9%. So I still need to prioritize upgrading my treasures. I know I say that all the time, but it's a struggle. And I got the Vial of Ranging Dunes that really goes well with the Golden Cheese Sarcophagus. And of course, the Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch decreases cooldown for all cookies by 22.3% and increases their attack by 3.9%. So if I could get those maxed out here shortly, hopefully within the next month or two, combining those maxed out treasures with, say, Shadow Milk that I'm probably going to put on this squad. I would be lying to myself, by the way. Bam, baby, we back in Elite 1. I would be lying to myself if I am gonna sit here and tell myself, like, listen, Shadow Milk, it's cool, it's hype, I'm not gonna put them on my squad, because like Burning Spice was a new cookie, has a very powerful move set, especially when it comes to the Trident's Wrath. That move just destroys, right? I'm guessing, I personally don't look into like the leaks or whatnot. I don't look at any of that stuff. So it's all gonna be new to me. But if I had to guess, Shadow Milk is gonna be pretty damn OP because it is a cookie that I know the Cookie Run Kingdom gods have been putting a lot of work into. So will that cookie be a staple in meta? If I had to bet my dough on it, I would say yes. I would bet all my crystals on it, yes. So with that in mind, I'm kind of already prepping myself to swap out Wind Archer, I think. So, hey, Wind Archer, it's been good, fella. It's been good. You done good, kid. You done good. But that's going to be it for me. Common Cookie, out. Probably the most exciting season yet for the Common Cookie in Kingdom Arena. The grind was real, baby, and just in time too, because after this season, oh baby, the game is gonna change because we got the Beasties coming up with the Shadow Milk Cookie, the Candy Apple Cookie, and of course the 4th anniversary festival. So the grind is real, baby, and I was really trying to push the limits here this season. One thing I noticed is going back to my tried and true strategy of spending crystals and just refreshing the arena 30 times a day within a 24-hour period. I actually found a little more success with just straight up fighting all 5 opponents. Even though I had the chance of possibly losing up against a harder opponent, I would still take the loss on the chin, maybe lose 4, maybe lose 7 trophies to have the opportunity to maybe win 20, win 14 on the next refresh without spending any crystals. So honestly, I did this on the final and last day of this current season, and I actually was able to climb a little bit, surprisingly enough. So it is what it is though, because as usual, your boy goes to sleep after a long, hard day of clocking in the arena, grinding, fighting tooth and nail. I go to sleep and, I'm an Elite 1. I'm happy. I'm like, yes, mission accomplished. It's been a very successful day. Boom! I wake up the next day. Ha! Elite 2, baby. Bah! Right in the face. Ha! Those are the actual sound effects while logging in, by the way, and realizing that all that hard work the day before just flushed down the drain. It is what it is. Arena at the top ranks is pretty challenging. The server really active, so it is hard to maintain that spot at the top. So when it comes to grinding though, next season I got my eye on the prize, and that is going to be Shadow Milk Cookie. Shadow Milk Cookie. So after this season, I should have another 20,000 crystals, and I'm going to be rolling the gacha. I'm going to be doing the beasties and really going all out here as a free-to-play player to try to roll Shadow Milk. That way I could put that sucker, that clown, the jokester in the rotation and possibly, experiment with what works best. Now, if I had to make a bold prediction going into next season, Shadow Milk without a doubt. I'm curious, who is Shadow Milk going to replace? Golden Cheese, Burning Spice. I think those 2 cookies are safe. And when it comes to like the different team comps, I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see Icicle Yeti, who honestly kicked my cookie butt here this season. So probably Icicle Yeti's still going to be in the mix when it comes to the top ranks. But Snapdragon, I think, will still be making the cut. So really, it's a toss-up for me when it comes to Wind Archer and Dark Cacao. Those 2 cookies are going to be, in my opinion, like the flex that people really try to craft with when it comes to implementing the Shadow Milk Cookie. Candy Apple Cookie, I think we're going to be cool. We're going to be vibing. I don't see Candy Apple Cookie really being a staple in the arena meta, but maybe in PvE. It's always nice to see kind of new cookies in the game, of course, but the talk of the town is the Shadow Milk Cookie. The clown, the jester, making jokes here is finally here. This is been one of the biggest updates in quite a while. I've been noticing in the YouTube comments, people have been kind of filtering in like, hey, I took a break for a little bit. I was gone for like a couple months, but now Shadow Milk's coming out and I'm back. So I think this is a big update for the game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do here with the newfound kind of hype behind Cookie Run Kingdom. I almost feel like the hype behind Shadow Milk is a couple notches, a couple degrees hotter in the oven compared to Burning Spice. Burning Spice was hype. Burning Spice was legit. But I think the Shadow Milk almost has a couple degrees warmer in the oven. I feel like there's a lot more talk on the town, especially when it comes to like new or returning players who took a break for a little bit, right? So welcome everybody watching the channel. If you are a longtime fan of the Common Cookie on the Kingdom Arena grind, you got it locked in, baby. But down below, if you don't mind, kind of drop some comments. I would love to kind of stir the conversation on you know, where Shadow Milk, in your opinion, is going to fit in when it comes to the future meta. I am super curious if you agree with me or not about who Shadow Milk might replace on the top tier rotations. But that's it. Pretty simple. Another season in the books. Holy cow. Going back to strategy though, yeah, try it out next time. Try it out. So instead of going for the refreshes, I think at the end of the season, maybe the last day or two, where you're pretty much stuck in that elo, just try to fight every single opponent across the board. So all 5 enemies, just take the fight, and then you get the free refresh, because after you fight all 5 opponents, it refreshes automatically. So you don't have to wait the 30 minutes, or if you have the Kingdom Pass for 10 minutes, and you also don't have to spend the 300 gems, and kind of just experiment, like almost intentionally take a loss in order to get that refresh, to hopefully get maybe a positive net when it comes to trophy count and getting the wins. By the way, I didn't know, but this time I went for a fight with like 5 seconds to go. It was like 5, 4. I took the fight, I won the fight, and I got no trophies. I did not know they don't count it. So once when that timer is done, it is done, man. It is done. You don't even get the dub right there. So I unfortunately, I don't know where I'm gonna finish here this season with well, actually I do know. Elite 2. I was in Elite 1 for a solid week actually, and feeling pretty solid. But I think a lot of people just started grinding the last day or two, and I saw that my defense log, it just lit up. It just lit up with a bunch of greens and a bunch of reds, honestly, when it comes to wins to losses. So a lot of people tend to play the first couple days of the season in order to hit their elo, and then a lot of people play the last couple days of the season in order to finish in that elo. So in the middle of the season, the chunk, the meat and potatoes, the peanut butter and jelly, that's where I really shine when it comes to just consistently grinding arena every single day. But I'm still not able to make that cut to Grandmasters as a free-to-play player. Now, is it still on the table moving forward? I think so. I think every single season I've been getting a little bit better. I've been leveling up my laboratory, which definitely helps, and I gotta focus again on leveling up my my like production and all that stuff. I really have been kind of putting that on the back burner, not really paying attention to that, honestly, when it comes to my kingdom. So maybe if I prioritize the production and the laboratory a little more compared to the arena screen all day long, long term, I think my benefit and my cookies would benefit altogether, because I still don't even have like the best toppings. the best biscuits. Like, there is still a lot that I can improve on. The thing is, I'm just grinding arena all day, so it really takes away the time of me clicking around and really figuring out how to optimize my account as a whole. So I do still have some learning to do here. I'm not a professional at by any means, but I got heart. This cookie's got heart, baby. So free to play, Grandmaster, still the goal. Ladies and gentlemen, one day, I guarantee you, I'll make it, baby. I'll make it. So that's gonna be it for now. Common Cookie out.